Okay. We're on the road again. Although we're going ridiculously slow because everybody's injured. Oops, almost forgot Doko. Hopefully we won't run into any paladins around this side till we can get over to there. That's the goal. That was rough. Fortunately, nobody that I only lost one limb from anybody that I actually plan on keeping. I'm debating whether or not I want to purchase arms for these guys. Maybe I'll get like junk ones. Whatever the paladin gear can afford. You know, it's the least I can do for them after what happened. So I need a right arm, a left arm, two left arms. Okay, right arm and two left arms. It'd be very interesting to see if I ever encounter these people out in the world again. Because I've seen characters before, multiple times. Like, in one playthrough I settled in the Holy Nations lands, and when they found out I had non-humans there, they got pretty pissed off. What are those? Excuse me. No, goats. Okay. And so they started attacking me. And at one point they sent a named character in to come after me, who I beat up and stripped naked, but ultimately released because I was worried about the force of their retribution. So, and then later on I see him running along the road, still completely naked. You know, this was like weeks later. I thought maybe he only spawned. I thought maybe like he just spawned for the raid and then maybe despawned, but he clearly didn't despawn. And it's possible he only spawned for the raid, but I suspect he probably existed before then. So it would be interesting to see if any of these outlaw farmers end up if I see them again at some point in the future. I suspect what'll probably happen is they'll probably just get killed by something or starve to death. NPCs seem to not need to eat, but I'm not sure if after I dismiss them like this, if that'll hold true for them. So, probably that's what's going to happen, but we'll see. Okay, well, I think we're pretty good here. We're just... Oh, come on, what the hell? Okay. Whew. And I completely forgot to bring a bull full of supplies out here. I could have made an outpost here. And I feel dumb. I guess I could buy a house and put beds in it. what I'll probably do. Because I suppose there's no reason not to do that as well. I mean, it's not like... ideal, but I can't do all the crafting and stuff there because I won't have access to the iron and such safely. But I can put in skeleton repair beds and a hydroponics thing, and I guess I can craft medical supplies too. I'll need the ancient science books to learn how to do hydroponics, but I guess if I could just buy a building in any city, and I have a pretty much always safe spot to do that sort of thing in, as sort of a mid-tier outpost. Doesn't have all the effects of a full city with the crafting, but it's more than just some beds, because I can mooch off the city's power. Anyway, I'm just going to cut to the top of this hill. There's nothing to look at here. And honestly, once we get up in here, you can't really even see. The camera gets kind of wonky. You can sort of see some of like the fires flickering from the town there. But this is going to take several minutes. And there's nothing here. I've never seen anything walking on this path before. So I'm fairly certain there's no danger and no excitement. So I'll just catch you at the top. Okay, here we are at World's End. First thing we're going to do is inquire about arms, so I can get these guys squared away and then send them on their way. Okay. Well, not great, but, you know, better than nothing. Alright, and now we are going to dismiss these people. First of all, we're going to get the wild bull out of there so I don't dismiss that by mistake. And now, so if you find yourself growing tired of somebody or want to get rid of them for some reason, you take them and drag them to the dismiss, which we'll then do with all these people. Hopefully they won't like aggro on us or something. We'll send them off on their way. Hopefully they'll make it in this world. In hindsight, though, as much as I felt bad about jumping them, I feel like there's probably a pretty good chance that they were safer with me than they ever were on their own. Because they're probably just going to get fucking murdered. But maybe not. And they now all belong to the tech hunters. They'll wander off and do their own thing, wandering traders. So they'll wander off to do their own thing. I wonder if they'll stick together as like a squad. I'm honestly, part of me kind of wants to follow them and see like what's gonna happen. But first I need to go take care of my injuries. I've heard the story of your adventures, villain. Wait, excuse me? Really? They any good? That depends on who's telling them. Let's look at it this way. I want to help you. You don't know if it's because I think you need it or because I think you're a skilled warrior. Uh-huh. Either way, do you want me? Sure. I feel like if I say no, I might not get another chance. That's how it's going to be, hmm? For Carl's sake, man, I'm offering my sword free of charge. Yeah, I said yes. Okay, you can come. Damn. I mean, what the fuck? I said yes. Whatever. Weird. Took you long enough, outsider. What the fuck is your problem? Well, you'll... Oh, good. I did need another Shek, though, to round out my last warband. Perfect. Unfortunately, I don't know how you're going to get home. Because I don't need you here. I need you back home. Who are you? Huh, what do you want? Oh, are you not looking for work? You look like someone who's looking for work. No, I mean, yes, I'm looking for work. Not like I couldn't use the money. A way to get out of traveling alone. What are you charging? 8,500 cats. Nope. 6,000 cats unreasonable? Nope. Just wanted to talk? Oh yeah, here we go. About what? I was just wondering why you chose here of all godforsaken places to come to. You, mostly. What's a Scorchlander girl doing alone in a place like this? Here, there. It's a long story. Mostly the wrong side of a gorilla. Want to share? Another time. You, mostly. Sorry, sweetheart, but I'm not looking for love. Too much death going around for that. Okay, what happens if I hit on her? What's a Scorchlander place like this? None of your Look at it this way. I'm not a big fan of traveling alone, considering my last encounter with the wrong end of a gorilla. What is the wrong end of a gorilla? Does a gorilla have a right end? I don't think it does. Yeah. But you can smell those nits a mile away. The dogs, too. They run faster than you, you know. That's not true, actually. The dogs are fairly slow. I know, right? And what about those weird goats? Nip one in the butt for a little meal and the little nits are after your head a mile and a half. And don't even get me started about the business end of a bull. Oh, man. Wildlife. Laugh mirthfully along the side of the Scorchlander girl. You're pretty good, you know that? I think I found myself a traveling companion. Mind if I come along? Again, I don't want to say no, because I might not get another chance. Sure. Cheers. Okay, what do you do? You aren't terrible. Maybe you'll replace... Oh no, Luth is ranked up quite a bit. But Luth may... I don't know. I don't need... Maybe I'll put Luth in the Black Squad then. Can always use a few more hands in the Black Squad. Looking for a merc? Oh, yeah, no. If she wants to travel, then we'll let her travel. We'll put Luth in charge of a turret defense or something. Obviously, it's not like they really care. Loyalty and mood, happiness aren't really like a thing in this game. But... They still making their way out? Yeah, okay. Work under Captain Trep last week. Oh man, fucking Captain Trep. What do you have to say? Nope, I don't want to hire mercs. Hoy, does she break your balls. Just be glad you came home in one piece. The woman's a walking cyclone for trouble. Nodo. What does Nodo have to say? You there, looking for work? I'm leaving on expedition at dawn tomorrow. I need a strong back to carry my equipment. You'll get 3,000 cats up front. You'll be well fed during your service. How about it? Wait. What? That's my line! Ha! You, an adventurer? An amateur like you wouldn't last 10 minutes navigating uncharted lands. The winged beak ogres would eat you alive. And that's if the cannibals didn't make you run home pissing your pants first. Beak ogres? You're full of dog shit. Travel far enough and you'll see them alright. Look like gutters but bigger, and with wings too. Trick is to pull your shit together, see? They're blind but they smell fear. Surviving an encounter with one of those is the true test of a tech hunter's balls of iron. Where can I find them? To the northwest, a black valley filled with ruined cities. It's at least a month's journey, though, and the path is infested with bandits, cannibals, and every kind of winged beast imaginable. You'll be lucky just to make it there in one piece. Take my advice and go back home, roamer. Yeah, I think he's full of shit. But maybe he's not. Come, friend, have a seat by the fire. It's not every day you get to see a friendly face in the cannibal plains. Yeah, I guess we are technically in the cannibal plains. Let alone the cannibal slayers themselves. My name is Okay. My name is Grin, so tell me, what can our humble town do for you? I think he's supposed to be somewhere else. I think there was a mod that you can, like, rebuild. Oh, there's a ruined town that you can rebuild, and I think that's what this guy's for. But this very clearly is not that ruined town. Call this a town? Ha! A blunt one, aren't you? True enough, it's not much to look at these days, but our ancestors settled these lands once and we can do it again. It'll just take some doing. Aren't you afraid of the cannibals? Every since the chiefs were slain, their numbers have been dropping significantly. They simply aren't as organized and powerful as they used to be. But that doesn't mean they aren't still a threat. In fact, many of our people doubt our resettlement efforts due to fear of the tribes. Is there anything we can do to help? Are you sure? We can't offer you anything in return. We barely have enough supplies for ourselves. Sure. Ha ha! You see, men, fate smiles on us yet. We actually have need of something that only a veteran adventuring party like could manage. This needs to be proofread. As you might have noticed, we don't really have the manpower we need to resettle and secure the town, and the ones we do have are not particularly combat trained. We're farmers and fishermen, after all. Unfortunately, the lack of security means we can't attract enough men and women to our effort, so we can't improve our situation. The fear of cannibal tribes still holds everyone back. Yeah, because the cannibals are horrible. We are not going to be your town guard. What? No, I didn't mean that. We need someone to contact another group, one with skilled fighters who might be interested in coming to an arrangement. We have resources and plenty of able bodies to harvest them, but we cannot harvest the lands and guard the town. So we need someone to find and negotiate with these parties on our behalf, and that someone has to be strong enough themselves to survive the journey and wise enough in the ways of the world to know where to find them. So you don't even know where these people are that you're sending me off to. Will be our ambassador? Sure. Excellent. I've given me a lot of consideration. I've come to the conclusion that there are 3 groups I could see coming to an agreement with. The Cannibal Hunters, the Flotsam Ninjas, and the Mercenary Guild. Tell me about the Cannibal Hunters. They are a group of people who have lost loved ones to cannibals in the past and have banded together with their mutual desire for justice. Not exactly the most professional people we could ally with, but they are effective at killing cannibals, and that's what we need them for. They can also stand to gain from an outpost here in the west, since their main base is much farther east, near the Great Desert. Yeah, see, this guy's definitely not where he should be. Tell me about the Flotsam Ninjas. Rebels and escaped slaves from the Holy Nation, a cause I could certainly sympathize with. They are well trained, and we have a shared enemy in the Holy Nation, even if a bit too religious for my tastes. They also live nearby, in the forest just to the southeast, and we would easily be able to share the natural resources we harvest with them. I think this guy's supposed to be on, like, the western coast. The Mercenary Guild. Simply a guild of warriors for hire. Definitely not the most loyal bunch, but as long as they're paid, they'll do the job. I'm sure they wouldn't pass up a job getting paid to stand around all day compared to escorting some idiot through the Fog Islands. I've heard tell of a large group of mercenaries camped down in the eastern part of the Great Desert. Perhaps that would be a good place to start looking for them. Alright, I'll see what I can do. What's this guy? Is this guy just... Yep. Okay, I think you have a pack car. I can carry equipment. I'll charge you 3,000 cats if you take me on your next treasure hunt. Nope, not right now, sorry. I know this guy is recruitable. You are probably just a mercenary captain again? Welcome back to our town. Did you need something? Oh. It's just the same stuff. What about you? This sucks. You believe Dead Cat ain't hiring no more mercs? Oh, I see. These guys should be in Dead Cat. Well, this isn't Dead Cat. Now I'm just wandering about in this heavy-ass armor without work. Yeah, no. 9,000, no. Maybe when I get the cats. I seem to recall having met you before. You're probably worth it, but it's a lot of money, and I don't have anything for you to do right now. What's next? This bar. Yeah, I think Dead Cat's up here. That other guy must be somewhere over in here. Because he mentions the main cannibal base is to the east of us. Oh, wow, this bar's dead. Oh yeah, people don't like your bar. It's not the hoppin' spot. Well, that's fine. Okay, so I think that's everybody. Are you guys back up to full? No, you're not. Well, Clank is. Come on, Clank, you're with me. We've got one last place to check out, the library. There's going to be all sorts of lore there.